You've felt it, that heaviness when you check the news, that quiet dread that hums underneath ordinary days. Maybe you've wondered if something's wrong with you for feeling it. There isn't. You're paying attention. The gloom is real. I'm not going to talk you out of it. I'm not going to tell you to just think positive, but I'm going to tell you something that's equally true. And by the end of this video, I hope you'll feel it in your bones. Your power is real too. Let's look at both honestly. Here's the first layer to the gloom. Wealth and power keep concentrating into fewer and fewer hands. And the people holding that power, many of the people we're supposed to call leaders, lie to us, casually, constantly. And here's the part that makes it worse. It's generally hard to know what's true anymore. We were never really taught how to sort truth from spin. And a democracy only works if ordinary people can see clearly. Confusion isn't a side effect of concentrated power. Confusion is how power stays concentrated. So what's the power that answers this gloom? It starts with reclaiming your own clarity. I use an app called Ground News. No, they're not paying me. I just use it. It shows you the same story as covered by the left, the right, and the center, side by side. You start to see the spin itself, not just the story. And that changes something in you. You stop being a target of information and start being a witness to it. And once you can see clearly, act on it. There's another free app called 5 Calls. It gives you the phone numbers of your actual representatives and a short script for the issues you care about. 5 minutes, 1 phone call, that's a real vote cast on a random Tuesday. You don't need to know everything. You need one clear picture and one clear action. Here's the second layer of the gloom, and I want to give you one number, just one. For fiscal year 2026, the requested U.S. defense budget was over $1 trillion, a record. Now, housing every single person experiencing homelessness in America, all 650,000 of them, has been estimated at around $6 billion a year. That's less than 1% of that budget. Less than 1%. Sit with that. The gloom of that isn't just about the money. It's what it says about our priorities, that we've organized a staggering share of our common wealth around preparing for destruction, while people sleep on the street outside. Where's the power? Here's the thing. You can't redirect a national budget by yourself. Nobody can. But that's never been how priorities change. Priorities change when ordinary people organize. That's the kind of change organizing makes possible. And I'll be honest with you about where I stand. I think taxing the technology that's taking our jobs makes sense. And I think seriously taxing extreme wealth is more feasible than we've been told. You might land somewhere different. That's okay. The point isn't that you adopt my conclusions. The point is that conclusions like these only become possible when people gather. So here's the practical step. Find a local group or consider making your own. Meetup.com, a community board, a library flyer. Find people organizing around something you care about. And here's a secret benefit nobody tells you. A good group doesn't just amplify your views, it refines them. Other people push back, add what you've missed, sand off what doesn't hold up. That's the opposite of an echo chamber. That's how citizens are made. The third gloom is newer and stranger. In May of 2025, days before the real Pope's funeral, an AI-generated image spread across social media showing a sitting U.S. president dressed in full papal robes. Millions of people shared it. Many of them believed it was real. And that's the vertigo of this moment. It's not just one fake image. It's that the ground itself, the basic ability to look at something and know whether it's real, is shifting under our feet. Deepfakes, AI slop flooding our feeds, a world where seeing is no longer believing. You can't fact-check your way to peace. You can and should verify what matters, but at some point, the ground you stand on has to be inside you. That's why the deepest power I can offer you in this video isn't an app, it's meditation. Not as an escape, as training. When you sit and watch your own mind, you learn, directly, not as a belief, that there's an awareness in you that isn't swept away by every image, every headline, every wave of fear. The waves are real, but so is the water underneath them. Even 10 minutes a day begins to build this. Reactions loosen their grip. A steadiness grows that no algorithm can fake and no deepfakes can shake. And there's a whole map for this, how consciousness itself grows up and wakes up over a lifetime. That deserves its own video, and it's coming. But for now, here's the doorway, and it's open tonight. Sit down, close your eyes, and watch your breath. So let's put it together. The gloom is real. Concentrated power and constant lies. Priorities that fund destruction while people sleep outside. A world where you can't trust your own eyes. I haven't softened any of it. You're not crazy for feeling it. But look at what's also true. You can see clearly, more clearly than the confusion wants you to. You can act, a phone call, a meeting, a gathering of neighbors, and you can be still, grounded in something in you that no headline can touch. Clear-eyed, connected, grounded. These aren't three separate tools. They're one posture, one way of standing in a difficult world. And here's what I've come to believe. People who stand this way don't just survive dark times, they're the ones who end them. The gloom is real, so is your power, and your power runs deeper. So here's what I'd love you to do. Not all of it, just 2 steps. Tonight, 10 minutes of meditation. Just watch your breath. This week, 1 call through 5 calls, or look up one local group that shares one of your convictions. That's it. 1 inner step, 1 outer step. To help, I put links to everything in the description. If this spoke to you, please consider subscribing and tell me in the comments what's one small power you're claiming this week. I read every one. The gloom is real, friend. So are you.